They say that breeding racehorses is an inexact science. Breed the best to the best and hope for the best. But there's one way to stack the odds in your favour. Stick with the tried and trusted. Nothing is more trusted than the legacy of Danehill, and from this proven source comes one of his best yet. That is Holy Roman Emperor. Fast, precocious and brilliant. Twice a Group 1 winner at 2. All in all, an exquisite thoroughbred package. In 2006, Holy Roman Emperor was Ballydor's flagship 2-year-old. As with so many by Danehill, he thrived on racing. Every time a step forward, every time a new level of expectancy. From the day he debuted at Leopardstown, winning cosily over 6 furlongs, Kieran Fallon knew he was a special horse. The Group 2 Railway Stakes on Irish Derby Day showed us why. A change of hands, a sharp turn of foot, a star in the making.
Holy Roman Emperor quickening up in tremendous style. Holy Roman Emperor wins the Railways.
Returning to the Curragh, Holy Roman Emperor added the Group 1 Phoenix Stakes. Here was proof positive of his merit. The 6 furlong test is Ballydor's signature race for its fastest juvenile. Nothing could live with Holy Roman Emperor. Not Miss Beatrix, a Group 1 heroine in waiting, nor Helvellyn, the Coventry Stakes winner who sank in his wake.
Holy Roman Emperor coming through in the centre with Brazilian Bride and Miss Beatrix, and as they race inside the last 150 yards, it's Holy Roman Emperor who hits the front. It's got to be another one for Aidan O'Brien. His 8th in the hind says Holy Roman Emperor beats Helvellyn.
By now the word was well and truly out. Holy Roman Emperor was a bundle of speed. The last crop of Danehill has yielded something to savour. Look hard enough and you'll find romance in the story of many fine racehorses. Holy Roman Emperor is no exception. His dam, L'Envite, was bred to Danehill in Australia. This annual tryst was severed in 2002 when Danehill stayed in Ireland. But there was a deep conviction behind the mating. So much so that L'Envite travelled halfway around the world to be reunited with Danehill at Coolmore. The consequence, just weeks before Danehill's death in 2003, was the conception of Holy Roman Emperor. It was plainly meant to be. Needless to say, Danehill bred to mares from the most illustrious families. L'Envite is certainly among them. By Secretariat, L'Envite is a full sister to 2 North American champions in Médaille d'Or and D'accord, and half-sister to 2 more in L'Angeleur and La Voyageuse. They are out of champion race mare Franfalouche, whose full brother, Night Shift, has served breeders so well. This family also includes the leading sires Encosta de Lago and Flying Spur. Nevertheless, prize pedigrees are just part of a champion's makeup. Another is racing class. Class of the kind Holy Roman Emperor showed at the Prix Jean-Luc Lagardère. Europe's leading stables showed up for the Group 1 test on Arc Weekend at Longchamp. In the mix were 2 unbeaten colts in Battle Paint and Visionario from André Fabre's powerful string. Kieran Fallon was at his most confident. But then confidence comes easy to those who ride the best horses.
Here's Holy Roman Emperor getting the run now in the centre. Races up, grabs the lead from Battle Paint. Battling on to his Vital Equine. But Kieran Fallon punching this right out. Holy Roman Emperor, who's going to go on and win the Jean-Luc Lagardère in good style.
Such a triumph, gained with total authority in October, would have seen most 2-year-olds put away for the season. Not Holy Roman Emperor. So well did he rebound that Aidan O'Brien boldly aimed him at the Dewhurst Stakes. It was a vintage renewal, and Holy Roman Emperor was having his 4th start inside 8 weeks. But luck wasn't to be on his side that day. Soon after the off, Holy Roman Emperor came off worst in a bumping match that saw him relegated to the rear. Up ahead of him, the unbeaten Teofilo was out in the clear. At halfway, most felt that Holy Roman Emperor was doomed. Still trapped behind a wall of horses, Canaan had no option but to suffer in silence. But the combination was far from spent. They would make the Dewhurst as pulsating a renewal as has ever been staged.
Inside the final furlong, it's the rematch. Teofilo on the near side of Holy Roman Emperor. They go neck and neck. Holy Roman Emperor on the far side of Teofilo.
Remarkably, Holy Roman Emperor had headed Teofilo inside the final furlong. In the light of his misfortunes, he'd advanced his reputation as a juvenile of immense talent. Opinion was firmly divided as to which was best on the day. One thing was certain, This was gilt-edged juvenile form. Strategic Prince, twice a Group 2 winner, melted in the heat of battle, as did Vital Equine, another boasting Group 2 brackets. Timeform Racehorses of 2006 had this to say: in many years, Holy Roman Emperor would have done enough as a 2-year-old to be a champion himself. He is a powerhouse on looks. Holy Roman Emperor is the latest and one of the last in the long line of outstanding horses by his sire. He flaunts everything required of a top-class stallion prospect. Huge ability, class to spare, courage in abundance, a stallion's pedigree, a champion 2-year-old, and all wrapped up in that outstanding physique. All in all, he's a parcel of equine excellence. Holy Roman Emperor, the future stares you in the face.